Hey class, Mrs. Gilling back for your Lesson 8 video assignment for your Lesson 8 focus notes and discussion. Joke of the unit. All right. Question. Why aren't you doing well in U.S. history? Answer. Because the teacher keeps asking me about things that happened before I was born. Is that how you guys feel about this class? I hope not. But anyways, I thought that was a funny joke. Hopefully you did too. And this is how I feel a lot. All right, let's talk about your focus notes for this lesson. So very similar to what you did last time. You're going to watch a video, and as you watch a video, you're going to fill out the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 worksheet to help you understand the video, and then you're going to take what you learned in that video and apply it in your discussion post that's coming up. So for this specific focus note assignment, you're going to watch a video called Lewis and Clark for Kids. And I know it says for kids, but honestly, like, these are the videos that help me learn. So they're really just put things in pretty simple terms, but they're still interesting and give you a lot of good insight. So don't let that fool you. It's a good video. So it's called Lewis and Clark for Kids. So you'll download the focus note worksheet on the next page coming up, and then you can click right on your copy. It'll have the link and it'll bring you right to it. So while you watch the video, fill out the worksheet. And if you need to, pause, you can pause it and take some time to fill out. If you need to fill out some of the things when you're done watching the video, that's totally okay as well. So first of all, you're going to write the 5 things you learned from the video, 5 facts. And remember to also include your pictures on the side for each of these boxes. Then you're going to write 4 things you found interesting. Remember, don't break my heart and say nothing was interesting. Pick your favorite things that you learned from the video, or the things that were the least boring if you really can't think of things that were interesting. And just a note here, I don't necessarily care if you write complete sentences on these, but on the last step, I do want a complete sentence. So for 3, I want you to write 3 things you learned that you plan to tell others about the video. So again, if you had to pick 3 things to tell someone, what 3 things would you pick? Two questions you still have. So maybe what are 2 questions that popped into your mind while you're watching the video? Or what are 2 things you still just aren't sure about? What would you want to learn more about? Two questions. And then a 1-sentence summary of the video. If you had to explain the video to somebody in 1 sentence, write that sentence right there. It'll be graded just like the other one. You get 25 points for listing the 5 things you learned, 20 points for the 4 things you found interesting, 20 points for the 3 things you learned that you plan to tell others about, 20 points for the 2 questions you still have, 10 points for the 1-sentence summary, and then 5 points for putting pictures or words or something else to help you remember in each of those 5 boxes on the right. So pretty straightforward there with the focus notes assignment, and it is going to help you on your discussion. So here's your discussion prompt. Please answer the following questions in at least 1 complete sentence each. Do not copy and paste something from a website. Make sure you are using your own words. You may refer to your Lesson 8 focus notes for ideas. So question number 1 that needs to be answered in a sentence. What do you think the most important thing to come from the Lewis and Clark expedition was? And question number 2, why do you feel that way? So if you watch the video, this should be you should have a lot of ideas to put down here. So again, make sure you use a complete sentence. Number 1, what do you think the most important thing to come from Lewis and Clark expedition was? Number 2, why? Why do you feel that way? Make sure to give me something backing it up. So here's your rubric for that one. So you get 50 points for explaining what you think the most important thing to come from the expedition was, and then you get 50 points for telling me why you feel this way. You can't just say because. I won't give you points if you just say because. You've got to back it up with something you learned in that video or in the readings that you've done. But pretty straightforward and simple. This one you only need 2 sentences. The last one you need 3, so it's a little bit shorter for you. Merry Christmas, happy birthday. But if you have any questions at all, definitely reach out to me. But other than that, I'm looking forward to grading your work here. Have a good one, guys.